Hey there, good Saturday afternoon now. Making a second video real quick here today, and then I'm heading out to my buddy's house with the rest of the guys in the band and having a cookout. Luckily, he's got this huge garage and a covered porch thing, and worst comes to worst, we could use the house. But yeah, he's having a little cookout, so I'm going to be heading out there. But I ran to my local hobby shops, Boardman Hobby, and I went up to Andrew's Hardware, which is also a little hobby shop, and picked up the Malibu that has just been issued. And yeah, let's take a quick look at it here. Why not, right? I'm sure there's been some reviews and some unboxings on other guys' channels, but yeah, it is the Craftsman kit. But Andrews had this thing priced right. It was under 30 bucks. I think it was $27.99. So, hey, I had to get it. So, let's take a look. I got the body. I mean, that's an all-new kit, so, you know, it's going to be sweet. Looks pretty good to me. And you got the... What it didn't have in the original issue is the clear headlights, and why we got extras, I don't know. It's got little marker lights too. I think those are for the front grille. It's got the separate red tail lights. Yeah, it's only got 4 headlights, but we got extras, maybe in case you lose them. It's got a ton of marker lights. Well, some of the little lights are for the turn signals, it appears. If that indeed is the... Let's look at the picture in the box. Is that the front bumper or the back bumper? That's the front bumper. Yeah, so that would be the tint those amber, and those are the turn signals. They give you extras though. Well, that's kind of nice. And some thin white wall Craftsman type tires. Yeah, they got the little groove in them for the hubcaps. Oh, the steering wheel is separate. Got the horn ring there. Separate bag and everything. They really... And sort of like the Nova kit, the Craftsman Nova, the wagon. Let's get out of the bag here. Let's get out of the bag. It's got these same kind of spoked hubcap option, or the factory SS hubcaps. There's our grill and our center console. We got the spinners for the spoked wheels. We got the rear taillight panel, the SS style. Yeah, again, my major complaint with model companies is they're always giving us the, come on, focus, always giving us the SS or the GT or the GTS or the GSX or the, you know, the Super Sport. Always the fancy versions of everything. Yeah, I really like to see them do a, you know, a post Malibu 300, you know, or the Chevelle, whatever, whichever one was which, you know. Give us basics. Yeah, more base cars. Yeah, the chassis, you know, it's a Craftsman, but it does have the ability to put an engine in it, which is really nice. Excuse me. I have here somewhere in my collection of stuff. I'm rattling through it. This is a resin hood. I think it's from Lexus for the 65 El Camino or the 65 AMT wagon. Let's see how well it fits this. It's actually not too far off because you got to trim it. Does the 64 hood have the same grooves? No, it actually has different grooves. The grooves on the 64 don't have this little L shape. They go straight out. But it's pretty close. But yeah, that kind of works. But yeah, so I picked that up. I mean, if I build it as a kit or if I just do a slot car body thing with it, so be it. Damn it. Yeah, well, let's take a look at the decals real quick here. Okay, they're mostly, you got some nice, Chevrolet stuff. You can use as decorative decals on some cars. You got all the emblems. They give you extras. They give you extra gauges and door handles and more emblems, and that's kind of an odd shaped one. And you got, what do we got here? License plate wise, you got Michigan and Indiana. I don't know. These are supposed to be license plates or like fake license plates, like they're kind of a weird configuration. I mean, they're not, the dimensions of a plate. Steering wheel caps, door panel badge. Yeah, so, yeah, some of these would be used. Air vent. Looks more like a speaker grill on top of a dash than an air vent. But, yeah, it's a decent little kit. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, at least this one was priced a little lower than the full detail kits, at least at this store. Now, I don't know if online and other stores are going to do it, but, I mean, it's got a full firewall. It doesn't have one of those goofy firewalls with the big notches and holes in it. Come on, focus. And there's the dash. Yeah, if you're going to use those decals, you're going to either have to modify them, cut them out individually, or modify the dash. Because getting that carrier film over those rings and ribs, it would be a pain. Excuse me. Got your wheel backs. And the interior is your standard old tub style. But at least the front seats are separate. Yeah, see, there's the hood difference there. You can see it doesn't have the little focus. It doesn't have the little L-shaped thing that comes around. Boy, that's when cars like really differed every year. You couldn't just pop a hood off a 64 and put it on a 65 with the fenders. It's like they did some subtle difference almost every year. Now a car comes out and they keep the damn thing the same, for 4 years, 6 years. They may modify one little thing, but they're really hard to tell apart. Like my truck, I think 05 to 11, which mine is nearly identical. The only thing they changed on my truck was the LED taillights and how they worked. I think certain years had the incandescent. They went to the LED, then they went back. Like 12, 13, and 14 was basically the same, but slight different grille contours and stuff like that. And then I picked up one of these. I got the older version of it back here. The earlier version, it's probably buried. But yeah, without the lowering kit and the smooth bumper and the smooth mirrors and all that stuff. I think it has, the one I have has some of the lowering stuff. But this is pretty cool. I wanted to get one of these and I finally got one. And then at Boardman Hobby, I walked in and picked up one of these. Former Revell kit apparently, but now at Atlantis. But yeah, let's give it a quick opening. I'll do a little bit more here, then I got to get my butt moving. I got to go upstairs and I'm gonna go brush my teeth and shave and take off. Okay, it's molded in white. And it's got the old two-piece slicks that are fairly soft. No lettering on them. And we got our skinny... Front tires really aren't skinny. They're kind of odd for a funny car. Let's see how well they'll focus here. See, they're kind of wide for what I think a funny car would have. Because if you look at the picture, you know, on the box, it had the... what you would call it? The, blah, 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 blah. You know, the skinny front runner type. These are really odd. But, you know, we got a two-piece body. You got to put the front clip on separately. And that would probably have to be molded in because funny cars are pretty much a one-piece fiberglass. But let's take a look at the things that make a Jungle Jim car a Jungle Jim car. That would be the decals. Are they in the box here or what? They better be in here. There's the instructions. Okay. Are they just buried in the bottom of the box here? Or did this not come with decals? Did they shorten the decals? Well, that's... oh, no. Nope. They are somehow caught in the box flaps. But yeah, there's our Jungle Jim. I mean, does it have all the decals? Let me see. It's got Jungle Jim. Briggs Chevrolet. Is that here? Yep. It's here. It's right there. Just hard to see. We got our Kendall GT. Yep. We got Honest Charlie back here. We got K&G Speed Machine. Hopefully they're all here. Yep. It's here. Our Ice-Ski, our Manly, our Hedman headers. Let's see. Hedman, Ice-Ski, Manly. Yeah, looks like they're all there. It's just a basic blue paint job. So, don't look too much to do. So, and I don't think I've ever built one of these kits. So, the chassis looks like it's a multi-piece. Oh yeah, that looks like fun to assemble. Yeah, the chrome isn't too bad. Whatchamacallit? Got a couple different valve covers, so I think there's some different engine options there. Yeah, it looks like a kit that would need some research, you know, to look up the real thing and, you know, make sure it's the right engine combo and all that. But yeah, not too bad. But yeah, it's my stash ads for the day. As if I needed to spend this much. But, you know, hey. And I picked up a can of the semi-gloss Tamiya, which comes in handy for a lot of stuff. It's great on the graphics on, you know, the hoods and stuff on the Mopars. But, yeah, that's about it. I think everybody has pretty much seen this, too. But we could take a quick look before I take off here. My buddy said between 1 and 2, so I got some time yet. Even though he's about 20 minutes out. Yeah, I mean, this kit's... there's all kinds of parts in here now. Getting it back in this box probably ain't going to happen easily. I mean, you got our body and everything here. I've done a few of these wagons as slot cars. I've never built one yet. Yeah, we got the modern wheels and the smooth grille without the turn signals, which if it was a real car, you'd at least have to put some LED turn signals back in the grille, you know, if you wanted to be legal, or you have to get those headlights that have the turn signals built in. But I always thought in the real world, aren't those going to get drowned out by the headlights when they're on? Now, I've seen a lot of those street rods, they have the headlight, and then in the bottom of the reflector, you know, they have the marker light. You know, which looks kind of cool, but I would think one would get drowned out by the other. And the decals are pretty basic. I mean, they give you the insert for the molding if you want to put it. or you could just paint it and bare metal it. And we got the grocery getter, which is kind of cool. And we got Illinois plates, and there's grocery getter decals, separate ones. And Revell equipped. Like, how is a car equipped with Revell? Kind of odd. It's like, yeah, my real car's got model parts on it. Yeah, I don't think Revell makes automotive products. Kind of. Or it could mean he's equipped with Revell kits, and he's a model builder, and like me and a lot of us, he's got Revell kits in the back of his car. So, I guess that's equipped. The vehicle isn't, but the owner is. I guess that's what that means. We're going to run with that. But yeah, that's it. And I picked up, what was it, Boardman Hobby, picked up a couple other small paintbrushes. Could always use more, because I got my, there it is, my little rack I got from the Dollar Tree for my brushes, which I don't know if I want to keep or not, because it's kind of really wide and spread out. And, I mean, you can put a lot of brushes in there, but they got to be a certain length or they fall through it. I guess I could always chop these down a little bit and make it lower. But yeah, that's it. So that's my stash ad for one weekend. I better stop before I go crazy. Okay, well, hey, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some food, hang out with a friend, and one of the guys in the band. It's a band called Fooling Ourselves here in Youngstown, Ohio. They do Styx tribute, but they're not total Styx. They do other bands and other songs. However, one of the members of the band, his name is Clinton. He's been blind since birth, and he is a virtuoso on the keyboard and vocally. And so he's in the band, and he'll be at this thing today. He's blind. He has somebody bringing him. And he does good for a blind guy. He's been blind, like I said, since birth. And I'm not sure how old he is. He's probably in his 20s or maybe even his 30s now. I'll have to ask. And great guy, just, And the funny thing is, my buddy's he has a backdrop set up in his yard, for shooting practice. He's got some rifles and, pistols, and he's got an AR-15. He's going to, we're all going to get to fire it and shoot some targets. And even the blind guy is going to get to do it, Clinton. And his wife goes, "Do you really think it's wise to give Clinton a gun when he's blind?" And we're like, well, what's the worst that could happen? At least he's not going to be drunk like the rest of them. So I'll let you know how it goes. If you hear about a mass shooting or some kind of shooting accident in Ohio area, you'll know where it happened. We're going to give a blind guy a gun. So hopefully it works out okay. But hey, this has been 20 minutes already, so I better get my butt moving. So, hey, talk to y'all later. Have a good Saturday. Bye-bye.